It's the best time of the week. Let's jump into another thrilling episode of Latitude Margaritaville Island Time. Last week, we gave you a peek into the car club at Latitude Margaritaville Hilton Head. Foodies, don't go anywhere because this week we're sitting in on a live cooking demonstration. Oh, my mouth is already watering. Here's a glimpse of the fun-filled activities that keep our residents busy. It's an extraordinary scavenger hunt. Yappy hour. Morgan Miles Country Concert. And now over to the Morgan Miles concert at Latitude Margaritaville, Daytona Beach.
Tonight is a concert, a country concert, Morgan Miles. So we are so excited, and all these people are ready.
And we hear she's excellent.
Yeah,
So-
third place in the voice.
Here really early to get front row seats.
Yep.
This is like living in an all-inclusive resort. Every day is fun, carefree, and I never get bored. Matter of fact, I have 3 planners of all my functions and parties and classes, art classes, exercise. I just love it here. It's absolutely wonderful. And if you love social and you love people, this is the place for you. Because I have friends coming out of the woodwork.
So we feel like we're on vacation all the time.
Yeah.
There's always something to do. But the best thing about it are the people that we've met.
Yes.
Everybody here is so kind and so generous and just the loveliest people that makes it a pleasure to live here.
Everybody is so friendly, and we're all here for the same purpose, just to have a good time for the
Our
rest of
later
lives.
years, yeah.
many
And of
years.
course the music is pretty darn good too.
Well, yeah.
Every day, live music. We love
Yes.
it.
Yes.
We'll be right back after this break.
Margaritaville. It's not just a state of mind. Now it's a place to live. Introducing Latitude Margaritaville. New homes in 55 and better communities where you can live the Margaritaville lifestyle every day. Find your new home at latitudemargaritaville.com.
And now a look at some of the upcoming events and activities. It's Pins Up Bowling, Conservation Park Spring Walk, Line Dance Class, one of the great things about living on the property is that there are so many things to do right in your own backyard. And today is one perfect example. We have a kale cooking class going on behind us that is just amazing to just walk out your front door, get your golf cart, drive down here, and literally she's going to show us 3 recipes of how to use healthy cooking, kale, spinach, all the good stuff. I can smell it from here. I'm super excited. So let's go in and take a peek at the cooking class. Come on.
We're doing 3 different versions of kale, and we're doing 3 different applications. So a soup, a salad, and a pasta dish.
I'm digging it already. I think it's lunchtime. And everybody comes complete. Look at y'all with your recipes. There will not be a quiz. Will there be a quiz, Mary Kay?
No quiz.
Okay, good. Your taste buds.
But I encourage questions, because that's how we learn, right?
That's exactly right, too. How many have been to other of Mary Kay's classes? Look at that. You're so popular.
Aw.
What a great thing.
back.
Yeah, what a great thing, too, that this is on your own property. You literally can just jump out of your house in your golf cart, walk on over, and we get to learn, eat, and learn, and then eat some more. But we get to have this right in our own backyard. Great stuff. Healthy wellness classes that Erin puts on that you are a great part of. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll let you get us started.
Okay, sounds good. I have my own business. It's called Chefs for Seniors. And so while you're all able to cook, for those that can't, I just got a call from someone who's going through hip replacement surgery and just needs a little bit of help a couple of times, but otherwise we cook for people in their home. We do the grocery shopping. We come in and cook 4 main meals and clean everything up and package it for freezing.
I'm sold.
So you're gonna learn tips and tricks, and again, feel free to ask questions, all right?
I'll let you get started, Mary Kay. Thank you. Enjoy, everybody.
So when you go to cook,
you want to heat your pan a little bit first before you add the oil. Oil will break down when it's exposed to heat. And so in order to minimize how much oil that you actually use, you want to heat the pan first before you add the oil. And a way to tell is to add a couple drops of water. And when it sizzles and evaporates, it's ready. If I got to talking and distracted and you see the water ball up and skid around, it's too hot. So take it off the heat for a little bit and then add your oil. And we're going to use olive oil because it's heart healthy. And it has what we call a high smoke point. So that's at the point at which it begins to burn. So when you go to purchase olive oil, this particular one says for sauteing and stir fry. So that's good for cooking, okay? You don't need to go with the first cold press olive oil, very expensive for cooking. It's actually a waste of money, but that would be something that you would use for your salad dressings. Okay, so all my water is gone. You don't want to add your oil while there's still water in the pan. You'll end up with a few sparks. And then I am going to go ahead and add my sausage. As you follow along, because this was a nice sized crowd, I'm making a batch and a half, so the proportions won't exactly be right. And while that's cooking, I'm going to prep my vegetables.
Mary Kay, I know that kale is very versatile, so is spinach and all of that, but what's the properties behind kale? Why is it so good for us?
Well, it's got vitamin K and vitamin A, a lot of roughage, which is good for digestion. So yeah, one of those dark green leafies that you should really get into your diet.
Which is a very difficult thing to get that much in. So if you could sneak it in any time.
Yeah, so you use it in your smoothies.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you gotta go a little bit extra on that turnip because it doesn't go through the straw very well. But vitamin K is really important to us too, so we need to have our how about leafy green vegetables?
Yep.
Smells delightful.
Well, it's sausage.
What's not to love?
Really clear.
Anybody have a non-kale lover in their house? But it's not you guys, it's somebody else in your house. How will you sneak it in? Don't let them know. Right? Right? My husband was one of them. He's like, because I think the experience is that he's had it somewhere somehow. It wasn't quite soft enough. It was a little too hard going down. So once he got to learn, like I think his first attempt was the white bean kale soup. So good start.
Okay. So here's a couple knives. This one is called a Santuco. You can see it's more rectangular in shape and it has dimples. So this one I like for a lot of my vegetables. This bad boy is a chef's knife, right? And this is a more tapered blade. So when you hold these, let's leave that there. The proper way to hold the knife is to put your thumb and your forefinger on the blade and wrap your fingers around the handle. And what you want to do is you want to make contact right here where you have control. We're not chopping out here by the tip, okay? We want to make contact right where we're holding it. So I'm going to cut these into rounds. And it's kind of a rocking motion, right? So you push through. So, and another thing is to kind of make an X. So the food goes this way and your knife goes this way.
It's so delicious in there. I'm so excited about it. We're gonna let them finish up with the rest of their cooking because they've got a couple more dishes to get through. But that's another great episode, another great reason to live on property here at Latitude Margaritaville. We'll see you next time. Enjoy your afternoon. Yum! Never did I think I'd be so excited about kale, but that was delicious. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of Island Time, and we'll catch you next time.